Bringer of Rain Boxing Talk here, folks. So it seems like what's next in line possibly for Manny Pacquiao could be a welterweight showdown with Mikey Garcia. Now, I've thought about this fight for a while. I actually thought this fight would be very attractive back in maybe 2015 to 2016. However, Manny Pacquiao since that year has been in a rough and tumble affair with Jeff Horn that I think he won, but officially he's lost on the cards. Has turned 40 and has just taken a lot of punishment in his last fight with Keith Thurman, albeit winning that fight. And Mikey Garcia, on the other hand, has lost his undefeated record, which is no shameful thing. Good for him for taking a risk. But the last time most of us really saw Mikey Garcia, we saw him get his ass whooped for 12 rounds and really didn't attempt to win the fight and just opted to instead coast to a decision, putting his hands up in the air at the end of round 12 as if making it the full distance with Errol Spence was some kind of moral victory, which I guess it is, or I guess it would be for like some random fighter, some B-tier fighter. But Mikey Garcia is a multiple division world champion, former pound for pound staple. I don't understand why he was so content to just go the distance. I mean, at least when Kell Brook moved up 2 weight classes and fought the champion Triple G, he fucking put up a fight. He brought the fight to his ass and tried to knock him out. Mikey Garcia just fought not to lose. Or not to get knocked the fuck out. Excuse me. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that this fight's cool and all, but should have happened a few years ago. Both of these guys have been through certain trials, tribulations, and are deteriorated. I mean, Manny Pacquiao's 41. Mikey Garcia's in his early 30s. You can argue that Manny Pacquiao can still bang with some of the young guns in the weight class, but look, he's not the same guy. And I guarantee you that Thurman fights put some wear and tear on him. That's why I'm kind of under the belief that it's going to be one major cash out fight against either a Mayweather or McGregor. It's either going to be one of those guys that can bring up a ton of money, or he's not going to fight anyone at all. Because Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford aren't going to be able to get in that $30, $40, $50 million payday that he probably wants. I mean, he's 41 years old. He's probably looking ahead at the next presidential election in the Philippines. And Mikey Garcia, does he really deserve a fight with Manny Pacquiao anyway? He gets his ass whipped by Errol Spence Jr. brutally. I mean, he just gets spanked in there badly. And then comes back yesterday, fights Jesse Vargas in kind of a tooth and nail affair. I mean, Jesse Vargas, he won at least 4 rounds of that fight, probably 5. So you're talking about a 115, 112 because of the knockdown. And Jesse Vargas is probably, at this point in his career, a C-plus fighter. I mean, he fought to a draw with Adrian Broner, got his ass whooped a few years ago by a 38-year-old Manny Pacquiao. I mean, is this a guy really who beating catapults you to, possibly the greatest pound-for-pound fighter of all time? I don't know. I mean, I'll watch the fight if it goes down. I'll be rooting for Manny Pacquiao to whoop another Robert Garcia fighter. I hope he fucking does too. But I'm not going to get too excited for this. I want to see fucking Manny Pacquiao cash the hell out, get a big paycheck like Floyd did, and whoop Connor's ass quicker than Floyd. That's what I want to fucking see. I don't give a shit. People are going to say that that's biased. You're not rooting for the best for boxing. Fuck that. Manny Pacquiao is the greatest fighter to possibly, arguably ever live. He's 41. He's fought everybody, anyone with their weight in this game. For Christ's sakes, I mean, he can do whatever. He can fight whoever he wants. Mayweather just fought last year some Japanese Taekwondo artists, in some venue over there that nobody, it was a farce. But he did it for money. Why can't Pacquiao do the same fucking shit? Anyway, this fight might go down in July of this year. We'll see.